Well, it's August here at the allotment and it is hot and it is dry. We did have a little bit of rain, that was on the 20th of July and it's now the 7th of August, so that was a while ago now. But I've been watering, as you can see. I watered in the evening and where I've watered, the water has stayed in the ground, so that's something. So I'll probably go back to watering in the evening because it seems to give them more of a chance to access it before it all evaporates. So that's the herb bed, so that's doing okay. Over there, these are the tomatoes. But here, this is my third crop of potatoes. These are the Pentland javelins. I grew all of these in this little bag, and the great thing is I've now got all this lovely compost and earth mixed together which I can use to mulch up the other things, and the stalks will go into the compost bin, newly acquired compost bin, which somebody was giving away for free, so I grabbed that while I could. But let me just take you on a little tour of what we've got growing. So over here, if you can hear me against the sound of the car wash, I'm surprised they're still running that when we have a drought, but there you go. This is the tree spinach that I got at the seedling swap. So this is now grown quite big. I think I might start cropping some leaves off this soon. We've got various herbs here, a few things, salad burnet, which was another gift from somebody, some clary sage, angelica, parsley. Gladioli, I forgot I planted them here, so they're now planted too deep, so I'm just watering them, letting them grow this season, and then I'll lift them and plant them in a better way next year. Over here we've got some cosmos coming along, and as you can see this year the dahlias have not failed. They've done a lot better. Well done, dahlias. Look at these beautiful tangerine dream, and that's purple flame just over there. This yellow one seems to be the only one that's prone to aphids, so I just give it a good old shoot with the water when I'm watering it and sort of swish some of those aphids off. It doesn't seem to be upsetting it too much. What it is about the bishops, they seem to be the thing that slugs like to eat best. Who knew? Slugs like to eat bishops best. So there you go. Badger Twinkle came back. I was so sorry when I saw it had been destroyed by slugs, but it's bounced back. Maybe we'll get flowers this year, maybe we won't. This one's just come into flower. This is Yellow Star. Beautiful, should be beautiful. Rest of the potatoes coming along, ready to lift quite soon. I just did the Pentland javelin because they'd gone a bit droughted. Courgettes and tomatoes on the top of where I was growing the tulips. Raspberries definitely over. The drought has affected the old canes quite badly. Sadly, I was away when the blackberries ripened and a lot of them just shriveled up due to the heat. I did have somebody watering, but you know, in the heat that they got, they just dried on the bough, as it were, which is a bit of a shame. Second sowing of carrots, which has come along magnificently, given that this is the second sowing and this is the first sowing. They are different varieties, so I think we'll be sticking with these ones, which are Chantenay and Primo, and this one which is Amsterdam. Leeks, getting ready to plant those out quite soon. Over here we have the tomatoes, which went a bit crazy, so I've had to sort of string them up on wires, I don't know if you can see against the light, to keep them from flopping about on the floor. They need feeding, that's today's job. These strange ones were gifted to me by our home help who does the ironing, and they're a bit weird. I don't know if you can just how weird that is. So we'll wait and see what they taste like, but they're a bit weird, but free, so hey, let's have them. Over here, we've got the plum tomatoes, the San Marzano. These are the ones that I grew by accident. Can I get in there to show you some? Maybe the other side. Oh, there we go. These are the ones I grew by accident, and some of them have come along really nicely like this, but a lot of them have blossom end rot, so I'm going to give them a good old feed today and maybe a bit of Epsom salts. I also realised I'd been taking off the ones with blossom end rot like this and just throwing them on the ground, but what I could have done is taken them home, chopped the rot off and used the green tomatoes to make salsa or chutney or what have you. So that's my next plan. Don't be so wasteful. Even things with blossom end rot could be eaten. So that's this side. Over here is more of a wait and see. Brassicas, winter cabbage. Will it survive the drought? Will it bolt? We'll wait and see. Lettuce. It's all gone a bit chewy, the lettuce. It's not as fresh and crispy as I might like, but hey, we'll just keep eating it until it's gone. Some self-seeded hollyhocks, so hopefully we'll have some hollyhocks. The onions were never very happy after they were attacked by the blackbirds. They just threw them around while they were looking for grubs. They weren't trying to eat the onions, but we'll see. Turnips recovered. They had a bit of a moment in the drought. Celery, ditto, had a bit of a moment. The tatsoi bolted, but that's okay. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to eat it anyway. It's just an experiment, so there we go. The yacon, Mavis seems to be taken against it with her lead, so just move that out of the way. It's doing okay. The beetroot is coming along slowly. The foxgloves will be there for next summer. One lone sunflower, gifted. Over here, the beans are over. I'm not sure what that is. One lone tomato there. Courgette plant that's carrying away with itself but not actually producing courgettes. So, strawberries over. Tomatoes, more tomatoes coming along. Little ones that I just started growing quite late on. We'll see if they make it to fruition before the winter comes. Parsnips ready for picking. One of those is coming up for our Sunday lunch. Newly bit of mulched bed using the potato compost. Another little courgette plant. This was third wave sowing, that was emergency sowing in case everything got eaten by slugs, and it's actually doing all right. It's got a courgette coming, so we'll have to wait and see. They're always a little bit bitter if you pick them this young, so probably another few days and it'll be fine. More spare tomato plants went in here. These are the Brussels sprouts coming along. Hopefully won't bolt, hopefully be good. Keep them watered. Borage, free borage, it just came on its own. Thank you very much, borage. Perfect place for you, in amongst the tomato plants, keeping everything happy. Another little third sowing courgette. Currant bushes got a little singed, but I think they'll recover. Ditto the raspberry plants, the gooseberry. This is the area that really needs sorting next. And that's really it. I think I've covered everything now. So that's it. My faithful hound, she's just over here. Aren't you, my darling? Say hello. Hello. That's it. Allotment in August.